London from the house of English Laundry is the latest fragrance trying to capitalize on the also popular DNA of Creed's Aventus. That aside, this is a good performing, good smelling, long-lasting scent. But in the sea of clones that are already out there, this seems a bit redundant. However, I think that this has some redeeming qualities about it. I'll tell you why in 6 post points. What's going on YouTube? Tony here, back with another fragrance review. This one on the 2000 release from English Laundry, simply called London. If this is your first time finding me, please consider subscribing. I talk about some of the best fragrances on the market for men in 10 post points or less. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Post point number 1. Now, this is an Eau de Parfum concentration that actually performs like an Eau de Parfum concentration. This one I'm getting about 8 to 10 hours. Not beast mode as far as longevity is concerned, but pretty solid. And CI is really good. The projection is, I would say, moderate to average. Not over the top, but I think all in all, I think it fits the category of being an Eau de Parfum concentration. Post point number 2, and the second reason I think this is worth a second look is I have 2 fragrances now from this company, and I was actually amazed at the quality of the first purchase from the house, and it was called Windsor. And I literally blind bought this. It was 14 bucks at a local discounter, and when I smelled it, I was expecting a big dose of alcohol and it to be very synthetic, and it wasn't. It was a very good quality, and the same with this. This is a very good quality fragrance, even at full retail price, I think. However, I would not buy this full retail. I actually bought this one online in a gift set for $39, I believe, and for that, the value is crazy. This is a steal for 39 bucks. Post point number 3. If you like the DNA of Aventus, you're gonna love this. Now, how does this differ from other clones? So I technically only own one other clone. I've smelled quite a few though. I own Unpredictable Adventure. Now, from a quality standpoint, these aren't even in the same ballpark. This blows this out of the water as far as quality is concerned. And most of the clones that I've smelled feature the pineapple note and the smoke. This clone of Aventus, and I'll go ahead and call it a clone, it smells that close. It's more, I think, built around the mid and the florals. Yes, it comes off fresh. If you smell the cap, it smells a lot like Aventus. However, that leads me into my next post point. Post point number 4. This is not an exact one-to-one clone. What they've done is they've replaced the pineapple note with a blackberry, and they've amped up the vanilla that's in the base of Aventus. And that combo is a home run in my book, which kind of leads me into my next post point. Post point number 5 is we may be dealing with possible batch variations. If you've done any research on Aventus, I'm pretty sure you've come across the whole batch variation thing. Now, I actually got 2 bottles in my gift set, a 3.3 and a small 1 ounce. Now, the 1 ounce actually smells quite a bit more vanillic and powdery, which is not a bad thing. Now, the 3.3 actually went to Dillard's, where these are at, in Dillard's, I think exclusively. and I've smelled a couple of the testers, and they smell closer to my 3.3 than my 1 ounce. Now, it could just be a one-off. I'm not sure why that would be, but I actually prefer the smell of this one, because this one gives me something that Aventus doesn't, and that's a amped up blackberry and vanilla combo, which is amazing in my opinion. Which brings me to my 6th and final post point is, I think they missed out on the opportunity. If they would have featured the note of blackberry and vanilla versus trying to mimic the DNA of Aventus, this would have been an instant classic. I think the combo of those 2 notes wrapped around the modern masculinity DNA of Aventus is an absolute home run for English Laundry that they missed out on. If you like the DNA of Aventus, for 39 bucks, I would look into that one, especially if you get the gift set and your 1 ounce is like my 1 ounce with amped up vanilla and blackberry. I don't think you'll be disappointed with that combo. It almost smells like a flanker of Aventus, if you can imagine that. Very good overall, regardless of which one you get. That's all I have for this one. I will see you guys in the next vid. Peace. Smells a lot like Aventus.